Kia ora, it's Ruth here and welcome to my glass house in my garden in Christchurch. It is a beautiful spring morning, so this video is going to be my September garden plan. What I'm going to do is have a quick talk about what I did in August, which is not much, show you my seeds and then what my plans are for September. My hard thing for September is trying not to go all guns blazing into the garden. It's really easy to get really excited and just go, especially when the day is so beautiful like today. I have kind of already gone all guns blazing with a lot of seed planting, but I know that I just need to wait out. If you watch my last video, I was just explaining a little bit about how here in Christchurch and the rest of New Zealand, the typical planting time is Labour weekend, which is mid-October. Here in Christchurch, it's show weekend, which is November. So it's still a long time, 2 and a bit months to hold out for to actually plant a lot of seeds outside. I probably will end up planting some early, but I do like a bit of trial and error. It's kind of my rule of thumb with gardening, just give it a go. So here is what my plan is for September. Well, firstly, actually, what I've done in August. I've started by planting a whole lot of seeds. So I had this really big plan. I managed to plant some tomato, eggplant, spinach and strawberry spinach. Have not yet planted the lettuce, tatsoi, broccolini, kohlrabi and chicken greens. I've done the chili mix. Peas I wasn't too sure about because the birds keep on getting them and I've kind of decided not to plant them, but I've still got them on my next list because it just frustrates me so much. I'll have a quick show. So I ended up covering my peas because the birds were getting them so much. And they haven't really recovered. You can kind of see them under here. And over here, I've got my sugar snap peas, which I've put in these bottles. And they're going okay, but I know that I need to take them out of the bottles soon. And then the birds will get them. So peas are a little bit, we'll see. I love peas though, I love fresh peas. So that's always the issue. I haven't done any of my flower planting. And out of this list, I've only done my beetroot and my sweet corn, which I'll show you my seeds now. I've been quite surprised. This is only just over about 2.5 weeks, and so it really is good growing. And what I'm doing with my seeds is I'm a little bit labor intensive with them. I've got them starting off in the glass house, and the cool ones, once they get okay, like the ones I just showed you, they're staying in here, but the warmer season ones I'm bringing in and out. So the cooler ones being my torpedo beetroot, my summer green spinach, and my hybrid spinach, they're all going really well, and they're gonna stay outside for now. But down here are the ones that have been coming inside and out. So my zucchini, my spaghetti squash, some extra corn, zucchini, black beauty, strawberry spinach, they've been really cool. They've come out tiny, so we'll see how they go. My eggplant, as you can see, is starting to germinate, which is exciting. And my other eggplant, my biryani, oh yes, they are starting to germinate too. My chili, my fire blend, there are some little ones I can see starting to come up. And all my tomatoes, my money maker, my sweet 100 and my mortgage lifter. And then all of these corns in one. But my issue is, which I hadn't thought about, was they're actually growing faster than I thought. And their roots are already coming out of the bottom for the corn and for the zucchini. So that's definitely going to be one of the first things on my list this weekend, is to be able to put them all into slightly bigger pots. They're still going to come inside and outside for a little bit. I might leave the zucchini and the spaghetti squash and the corn outside just in the glass house overnight. It does get quite cool, but I think they can handle it. The thing is, the cool isn't going to kill them. It's just going to slow their growth a bit, which might actually be a good thing. And what I have them in is in this, because it is the perfect size to put a whole lot of these different containers in. But also I can bring it inside and out, and I can put water in the bottom so it draws the water up from the top, from the bottom to the top, rather than doing the tops. They don't get as much dampening off. So those are all those seeds, and what I've done is I've got a whole lot of seeds. These are all the ones I've planted so far. These are the ones that I'm planning to plant next, and these are kind of all the flowers and things. So I'm keeping these all together out of my main seed box so I can remember to plant them, and so they're really easy at hand. And if you saw another video, I'll do a little quick one. Is just what I do for my seeds to make it really easy to start things off. So I'll do a real quick video that you'll show later. Here though, did my whole massive bit of planting. I got given some cauliflower seedlings, so I planted them. And then I just decided to write in when they all popped up, which was really exciting. Out of my tasks, tidy up glass house. You can see that my shelves are a lot clearer. I've got my frost cloth and my baby monitor, because our little baby's currently asleep. These guys are still all in here. They'll be in here a little while. But my tidying of glass house, as you can see, that's kind of what it ended up being, was just chucking everything outside. I've got my sweet pea flowers, which I need to plant. They've just been hardening off outside, but everything else has just been dumped. So I'm halfway through tidying my glass house, but I decided I would give it to myself and I would tick it to say I've done it. I'm needing to do all my compost and amending, all that. I've taken cuttings of ground cover and I've done my stock take of seeds. So I've done a few things. If I flick over to September, yet to start, but these are the seeds I'm wanting to plant. Leeks, pumpkin, another zucchini, lettuce, tatsoi, broccolini, kohlrabi, chicken greens, carrots, Brussels sprouts and butter beans. By the end of the month, I need to transplant the beetroot seedlings, spinach and repot other seedlings. The spinach and the beetroot I'm wanting to put straight in the garden, and what I'll do is I'll cover them so the pea straw doesn't get completely smothering them, but so that they've got space to grow. And then my other ones, as needed, I'll repot into bigger plots and they'll stay in the glass house apart from the tomatoes, which I'll probably still do a bit of inside and outside because I want to get them going really well. My tasks is the same as last month: to do my mulching, begin our new garden, sort out the compost in here, dig out the paths, do the bin garden, weed the persimmon, maybe sort some coop planting boxes. And my big thing I add was, most of all, enjoy the garden, which is one of the big things about this month, is I can really get myself a little bit overwhelmed and just be like, it's September, I need to do everything. No, I don't. There is time, especially here, because the soil is going to take another month or two after the end of September to properly warm up. So I've got a bit of time to get everything done. So that is my September garden plan. I've got a few things on the list, but it's getting really exciting. And my gardens are starting to look a lot better, which is a good thing because it means I've got room. So if you have a look here, there's only a few things in the garden. And if you look over here, we'll just go around this side. As I said in the last video, all of these things are going to flower, so they're going to be out very soon as well, which means I'll have time to amend the soil, chuck all my homemade compost in, which I can show you. I love compost. This is the bin we're currently using. We're about halfway down. Compostable end of a toothbrush. You can see it hasn't composted, so it's really interesting seeing what doesn't compost. But that's just dry on the top, very lovely underneath, and that compost bin is what we're currently using. We go through 2 different compost bins, so we fill one, use one, fill one, use one. It's going really well, especially moving them there. I used to have them in a cold place, took a lot longer to compost. Here being a warmer place, I was a little bit like, don't want to use up garden space, but the composting process is so much faster, so it's worth it. So that is my garden plan. That's what's happening this September. I would love to know what you're doing this September, and I will catch you in the next video. Ka kite!